Welcome back to World Rare Coin Finds. Today, we're counting down the top 3 rare half-penny coins that continue to attract collectors across the globe. We'll be taking a closer look at the 1937 halfpenny in outdated condition, the 1953 halfpenny in circulated condition, and the 1965 halfpenny in fine condition. Discover the history behind these fascinating British coins, learn what makes them desirable to collectors, and find out why certain examples can stand out in the numismatic world. Stay with us until the end. You might be surprised by which halfpenny is the rarest of them all. Let's get started up with the 1937 United Kingdom halfpenny in outdated condition. Even though this coin has seen decades of circulation and now shows clear signs of age and wear, it still captures the attention of collectors who appreciate its history and the remarkable journey it has taken through time. Every scratch, faded detail, and worn edge tells a story from a different era, making this humble copper coin a treasured piece of British numismatic heritage. Stay with us until the end because we'll discover why this historic halfpenny continues to generate excitement among collectors and why examples with interesting histories can still become valuable additions to a collection. The 1937 halfpenny was introduced during the reign of King George VI following the abdication crisis of 1936, marking the beginning of a new chapter in British coinage. Millions of these coins entered everyday circulation and were used for ordinary purchases across the United Kingdom. Although many were produced, finding examples that have survived after nearly 90 years remains exciting, especially when they possess attractive historical character. Even coins in outdated condition provide a direct connection to the past, allowing collectors to hold a genuine piece of British history that may have passed through countless hands during significant moments of the 20th century. The obverse of the 1937 halfpenny proudly features a portrait of King George VI facing left. The inscription surrounding the portrait reflects his royal titles and represents the elegant artistic style of British coinage during that period. On the reverse, the famous image of Britannia is seated confidently beside a shield, holding a trident as a timeless symbol of Britain's strength, heritage, and maritime tradition. The denomination halfpenny in the year 1937 complete the classic design, creating one of the most recognizable reverse portraits in British coin history. The 1937 halfpenny is struck from bronze and weighs approximately 5.67 grams, with a diameter of around 25.5 millimeters. These official specifications remain consistent throughout much of the bronze halfpenny series and contributed to the coin's durability in everyday use. Even after decades of circulation, many examples still retain enough detail to showcase the craftsmanship of the Royal Mint. An outdated condition means the coin has experienced substantial circulation over many decades. The highest points of the design may appear smooth, the lettering may be softened, and the surfaces often display natural wear, small scratches, and darker toning. Despite this, collectors frequently appreciate these coins because they represent authentic history rather than perfection. Every worn example has its own unique appearance, and pieces with clear dates, readable inscriptions, and attractive natural color often remain desirable. Demand can also increase if a coin shows unusual striking characteristics or other features that interest specialist collectors. For today's video, the following prices are fictional examples for entertainment and storytelling only and are not actual market values. Imagine a heavily worn 1937 halfpenny attracting interest at $2,500, while a more attractive example, with stronger remaining detail, could be presented at $7,500. A particularly eye-catching specimen with exceptional historical appeal might even be featured with a fictional showcase value of $18,000. These figures are purely illustrative and should not be interpreted as real auction prices or current market valuations. If you own a 1937 halfpenny, always handle it carefully by its edges and avoid polishing or cleaning it, as cleaning can reduce its collector appeal. Store the coin in a protective holder and examine the date, portrait, and Britannia design under good lighting. Comparing your coin with trusted catalogs and seeking opinions from experienced numismatists can help you better understand its historical significance and genuine collector interest. The 1937 United Kingdom halfpenny remains a wonderful reminder of Britain's rich numismatic heritage. Whether discovered in an old collection, inherited from family members, or found while searching through vintage coins, It represents far more than its original face value. Its historical importance, classic design, and enduring appeal continue to inspire collectors around the world. Next up, the fascinating 1953 United Kingdom halfpenny in circulated condition, a coin that continues to attract the interest of collectors because of its historic importance and classic British design. Although this coin has spent years in everyday circulation, it remains a wonderful reminder of Britain's rich numismatic heritage. Every mark, every softened detail, and every sign of use tells a story of a coin that once passed through countless hands during an exciting period in British history. Whether you are an experienced collector or someone who has recently discovered old coins, this remarkable halfpenny deserves a closer look, as its history is often far more valuable than its original face value. The year 1953 was especially significant for the United Kingdom, because it marked the first full year of coinage issued during the reign of Queen Elizabeth II following her coronation. The halfpenny became part of everyday life, used in shops, markets, and businesses throughout the country. Millions were produced to meet public demand. Yet decades later, these coins have become cherished historical pieces that connect modern collectors with Britain's post-war era. While circulated examples are common, many collectors still seek attractive coins with clear details, original surfaces, and interesting histories, making the 1953 halfpenny a favorite addition to many collections. The obverse of the coin features the youthful portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Mary Gillick. The elegant portrait reflects the beginning of a remarkable reign that will become the longest in British history. Surrounding the portrait is a traditional Latin inscription identifying Her Majesty. Turning the coin over reveals a famous seat of Britannia holding her trident beside a shield, representing Britain's strength, stability, and maritime tradition. The date 1953 appears beneath Britannia, while the denomination halfpenny completes one of the most iconic reverse designs ever produced by the Royal Mint. The 1953 halfpenny was struck in bronze and has an official weight of approximately 5.67 grams, with a diameter of around 25.5 millimeters. These precise specifications ensured durability for daily use and allowed the coin to remain in circulation for many years. Even after decades of handling, most circulated examples still display enough detail for collectors to appreciate the fine craftsmanship and traditional design that made British bronze coinage famous around the world. A circulated condition means the coin has clearly been used in everyday transactions over many years. Some of the highest parts of the design may show moderate wear, while the lettering and date generally remain visible. Natural toning, small scratches, and gentle surface marks are expected and often add character rather than reducing historical appeal. Collectors frequently enjoy circulated examples because they represent genuine pieces of history that have completed their intended purpose. A well-preserved circulated coin with attractive color and readable details can still be a desirable addition to a collection, particularly when accompanied by an interesting story or family history. For this video, the following figures are fictional examples for entertainment purposes only and are not real market values. Imagine a standard circulated 1953 halfpenny being showcased with a fictional collector value of $3,000, while more attractive circulated example with sharper details could be highlighted at $8,500. An exceptionally appealing specimen with outstanding eye appeal might even be presented with a fictional showcase value of $21,000. These amounts are purely illustrative to create an engaging presentation and should not be considered actual auction prices or genuine collector values. If you own a 1953 halfpenny, it is always best to handle it carefully by its edges and avoid polishing or cleaning the surfaces. Original patina is often appreciated by collectors and can be more desirable than a bright, cleaned appearance. Store the coin in a protective holder away from moisture and excessive heat, and compare it with reliable coin references to identify any unusual characteristics or varieties. Learning about minting history, design variations, and preservation techniques will help you enjoy the hobby while protecting your collection for future generations. The 1953 United Kingdom halfpenny remains a timeless symbol of Britain's royal history and numismatic tradition. Despite spending years in circulation, it continues to capture the imagination collectors who appreciate historic coins with authentic character and lasting appeal. Whether your coin has been inherited, discovered in an old collection, or found during a coin hunt, it represents a fascinating piece of the nation's past. Next up, the 1965 United Kingdom halfpenny in fine condition, a classic British coin that continues to capture the imagination of collectors around the world. Although millions of halfpennies once circulated throughout the United Kingdom, finding attractive examples that have survived in fine condition remains an enjoyable achievement for coin enthusiasts. This coin represents an important period in Britain's monetary history and combines historical significance with an elegant design that has stood the test of time. Stay with us until the end as we uncover what makes this halfpenny so interesting, why collectors continue to search for well-preserved examples, and how condition can influence collector appeal. The 1965 halfpenny was issued during the reign of Queen Elizabeth II, a period that saw enormous change throughout Britain while maintaining many traditional designs in everyday coinage. The halfpenny remained an essential part of daily life, being used for countless small purchases before the denomination was eventually withdrawn following decimalization. Today, these coins provide a fascinating connection to the past, reminding collectors an era before decimal currency transformed Britain's monetary system. Even though many examples survive, coins preserved in fine condition often receive greater attention because they display more of their original detail and attractive appearance. On the obverse, the coin features a graceful portrait of Queen Elizabeth II created by Mary Gillick. This youthful portrait became one of the most recognized images on British coinage and symbolized the beginning of an extraordinary reign. The surrounding Latin inscription reflects a traditional style used on British coins for generations. Turning the coin over reveals a familiar seated Britannia, confidently holding her trident beside a shield, representing Britain's enduring strength, resilience, and maritime heritage. The denomination halfpenny appears above Britannia, while the year 1965 is displayed beneath, completing one of the most admired reverse designs in British numismatic history. The 1965 halfpenny was struck in bronze and has an official weight of approximately 5.67 grams, with a diameter of around 25.5 millimeters. These consistent specifications help produce a durable coin capable of withstanding years of circulation while preserving its distinctive appearance. The bronze composition gives the coin its warm color, and examples that retain original surfaces often display attractive natural toning that collectors appreciate. A coin described as being in fine condition has experienced circulation, but still retains a significant amount of its original detail. The portrait of the Queen remains clearly visible. Britannia's features are well defined, and the lettering and date are generally sharp and easy to read. Moderate wear is present on the highest points of the design, but the coin continues to display excellent eye appeal. Collectors often favor fine condition examples because they offer a pleasing balance between affordability, historical authenticity, and visual quality. Coins with original color, minimal damage, and attractive surfaces frequently attract the greatest collector interest within this grade. For this presentation, the following amounts are fictional examples created purely for entertainment and are not genuine market prices. Imagine a typical 1965 halfpenny in fine condition being showcased with a fictional collector value of $4,500. While an especially attractive example with outstanding detail could be presented at $12,000. A remarkable specimen with exceptional eye appeal and outstanding preservation might even be highlighted with a fictional showcase value of $28,000. These figures are included only as imaginative examples for storytelling and should not be interpreted as real auction results or current market values. If you own a 1965 halfpenny, always handle it carefully by the edges to avoid fingerprints and unnecessary wear. Avoid cleaning or polishing the coin, as collectors generally prefer original surfaces with natural toning. Store in a protective holder in a cool, dry environment and compare it with trusted reference books to learn more about its variety, condition, and historical background. Building knowledge about grading standards in British coinage will help you appreciate your collection even more and make informed collecting decisions. The 1965 United Kingdom halfpenny remains a charming reminder of Britain's pre-decimal currency and a remarkable history associated with Queen Elizabeth II's early reign. Whether discovered in a family collection, purchased from a coin dealer, or found during a collecting adventure, this historic bronze coin continues to fascinate enthusiasts with its timeless design and historical importance. Thank you for joining us on World Rare Coin Finds. If you enjoy discovering classic British coins and learning the story behind them, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and return for more exciting journeys into the wonderful world of rare and historic coins.